Hey guys, what's up? Tech Ninja 81 here. It's been a while. This that you're seeing in my camera shot right now is an old camera I used to use for my vlogging. Actually, I didn't really use it much for vlogging at all. I mostly just used it as a helmet cam. Those of you that have been in it for a while probably recognize it. It's the old Contour HD 1080. I think the company was called V-Holder originally. I don't know if that's what they're still known by. If you're familiar with them, you probably know that they I don't know if they went out of business or if they just kind of closed up for a little while or what. But currently they're apparently about to relaunch a new line of products. I have to admit I'm kind of curious about it, but that said, back when I used this camera, as I said, I would never really use it as an actual vlogging camera because the microphone on it, which is, it's actually right, forget where it is now actually, it's around here somewhere. It's really, really susceptible to wind noise. So if you were trying to talk talk openly just with the camera running, you really wouldn't hear anything, especially on a motorcycle at speed, especially on the highway. Now I know newer models they kind of helped to compensate for that. This is like probably I don't know like 3 generations old or something around that range. Newer models were a little bit better with the built-in microphone, and a lot of people actually what they would do is they would take it apart and build in their own mic. I don't have the patience to do that. I probably could figure it out, but I just don't care. The other thing about it too, these are the batteries. Now, these two guys here, that's the original Contour batteries that came with it. And then these guys are just some cheapy, like $8 or $10, knockoff brand batteries ordered through eBay or similar sites. These, same kind of idea. They're actually batteries intended for I think, yeah, it's a Nokia cell phone. Happens to be the same kind of battery that the Contour used. Now, I have 6 batteries here. These aren't even all of my batteries. But each one of these only lasted maybe an hour to an hour and a half. So if you were actually shooting any length of video, they really weren't that good for it. That's why that's another reason why I kind of stopped using the camera. So my next camera, I don't have it here with me unfortunately right now. It's actually with the bike. But what I moved on to was the GoPro series of cameras. This one here is the GoPro 3 HD, GoPro Hero 3 rather, not the Plus, which is the newer model. This is just the regular Hero 3. This one's actually on loan to me from a friend. He just wanted me to kind of test it out, see what I thought of the footage. Currently, I use GoPros on my bike. For those of you that don't know, it's a V-Strom 650 2005 model. I actually have one mounted at all times to the front, just behind the front windscreen, pretty much as a traffic camera, for insurance, that kind of thing. This one, as well as my other one, my own cameras, I should mention, are GoPro 2s. That one was also mounted on the back of the bike from time to time. If I'm doing a group ride or from heavy traffic, sometimes I'll mount it there just to kind of keep an eye on things. Now, the reason I say that is, here's my helmet. Quick shot there. Now, if the camera can catch that, that bottom mount is one of the GoPro mounts. Now, you can imagine, here's just a regular single mount on the GoPro. Obviously, that's not working like that. I worked out a whole series of different mounts just to get the thing to actually fit onto the helmet properly, and it's a pain in the ass. Quite frankly, these little clips, they break really easily. I probably went through about 5 or 6 of them just because of having to take the camera on and off the helmet all the time. I never dropped it or anything like that. It's literally just wear and tear on the clips. They just aren't that strong, unfortunately. I wish that they were a little bit better. Now that said, I currently keep my GoPro 2s on the front or the back of the bike as needed because, again, it's nice to have kind of a running camera at all times just to keep an eye on the traffic. You never know what you might catch. And as much as I liked vlogging with my GoPros, I actually had drilled into one of my cameras and made a microphone port on it. If you were to imagine this was the GoPro 2, it's not exactly the same, of course, but the GoPro 2 has a 3.5mm mic jack on the side here rather than the USB port, which the 3 needs an adapter for. I actually just mounted I drilled a hole into the casing, obviously making it no longer waterproof for the waterproof hatch case. But yeah, I drilled in a hole here, just plugged in a microphone and used that for my vlogging. It actually worked pretty well, except for the whole problem with the clips, and that's what's kind of held me off for the last little while. The other reason is I actually got pulled over by a Toronto police officer who was actually a rider. He was pretty cool about it, but he just pulled me over and let me know that, hey, you know what? As much as we understand why people use them, if you're using it for insurance purposes, it technically is not legal to have anything on your helmet, which, at least in Ontario law, it can't stick out more than 5mm, which even means these clips are technically illegal. I don't think anybody would ever pull you over for that, but who knows. This guy was nice. He was just telling me, look, as a rider, I'm just watching out for you. He wasn't giving me a ticket or anything like that. He was pretty cool, so I gotta hand it to him for being nice about that. That said, Because of that, I haven't been wearing my helmet cams because I just don't want to take the chance of running into the same guy and then pissing him off and actually getting a ticket. Because I've been riding for 4 years now, and I've never been pulled over for it before, so I don't think it's really going to happen. But since I know the area that he patrols, I don't really want to take that chance. Now that said, I know you guys, I've been pretty bad about vlogging in the last little while and staying on top of it, even though I keep saying I'm going to. With the whole thing with the GoPro, I have now picked up a Ghost. This is the Drift Innovations Ghost S. It's the newest generation of their cameras. This one is, I think it just came out in like November or December last year, so it's fairly recent. It's supposed to be a lot better for dealing with low light situations than the previous models. I've never owned any of the Ghost cameras before, so I don't know anything about that firsthand. Wow, the light in here is pretty bad. But anyways, it's supposed to improve on low light performance, so since I do a lot of nighttime riding, I think that'll be pretty handy. As you can see, I've got the box and everything here. I'm not going to bother doing an unboxing. You guys can find lots of unboxing videos online. But the second mount that's on my camera, excuse me, the second mount that's on my helmet here, which is the Icon variant, very common for motor vlogging. It's actually the mount for the Drift, so I've just kind of clipped it in there. Now, like I said, I haven't used this yet, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. But there, yeah, there's my face on the camera. Who cares? Anyways, that's how it's going to look. Basically, going to be forward-facing, just like any other camera would be. You can see on my other side here, I've got the Scala G9. Now, these guys are also pissing me off, but that'll be a topic for another video. Anyways, Drift Ghost. It's installed on the camera, installed on the helmet rather. Jesus, I cannot speak today. I'm going to take it out shortly. I'm going to test it out. Hopefully have some nice test footage for you guys and let you know how it works out. Alright guys, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you all soon.